How did your military training accidentally make you the hero in a completely unrelated emergency? I found out during the worst car accident I've ever seen, 3 months after getting out of the Marines. I was driving home from my new job at a warehouse in Phoenix when traffic suddenly stopped dead on Interstate 10. Not the usual slowdown, but complete gridlock. Cars weren't moving at all. I could see smoke up ahead. Then I heard it. The unmistakable sound of metal being torn apart and people screaming. Multiple vehicles, definitely serious injuries. My civilian brain said stay in the car, wait for professionals. But 4 years as a combat medic had wired different responses into my nervous system. I was already out of my truck grabbing the first aid kit from my glove compartment. The scene was chaos. 5-car pileup, 2 vehicles completely crushed, 1 flipped upside down. People standing around filming with their phones instead of helping, nobody taking charge. That's when my military training kicked in like muscle memory. I started doing what we called triage in Afghanistan, quickly assessing who needed help most urgently. Car 1, driver conscious, minor cuts. Car 2, family of 4, kids crying but moving normally. Car 3, elderly couple shaken but walking around. Car 4, single driver unconscious, bleeding from head wound. Car 5 was the worst, completely flipped, 2 people trapped inside. I could hear a woman screaming that she couldn't feel her legs. Her husband was hanging upside down, blood running down his face. I yelled at the crowd, I need 3 people over here right now. You, call 911 and tell them we have multiple trauma victims. You, direct traffic around this mess. You, help me stabilize this vehicle. People actually listened. Something about using command voice, that tone they drill into you during leadership training. Civilians respond to confidence under pressure. I crawled under the flipped car to reach the woman. Combat medic training taught me spinal immobilization, pressure points for bleeding, how to keep someone conscious and calm while waiting for real help. Her name was Lisa, married 23 years, 2 kids in college. I kept her talking while applying pressure to a deep cut on her arm. Told her about my deployment, about worse situations I'd seen people survive. Her husband Mike was semi-conscious, had what looked like a concussion. I used my belt to create a makeshift neck brace, kept his head stable until paramedics arrived. The whole time I was running scenarios in my head. Exit strategies if the car shifted, how to extract them safely, priority of medical interventions, all stuff they drilled into us during field medical exercises. Fire department showed up first, then ambulances. The paramedic in charge took one look at my improvised triage system and asked if I was military. Former combat medic, I told him. He nodded. You probably saved at least 2 lives here. That spinal immobilization was textbook perfect. The woman with the leg injury, if she'd moved wrong while trapped, could have been permanently paralyzed. 6 weeks later, I got a call from an unknown number. It was Mike, the husband from the accident. He and Lisa wanted to meet for coffee, thank me personally. Turns out Lisa had 2 compressed vertebrae and internal bleeding that required emergency surgery. But because I'd kept her still and applied pressure to the right spots, she made a full recovery. Doctors said another 10 minutes of blood loss might have been fatal. Mike had a severe concussion and needed facial reconstruction surgery, but he was back to work within 3 months. Both of them credited my quick response for preventing much worse outcomes. The crazy part? The Phoenix Fire Department offered me a job on the spot, said they needed paramedics with my kind of field experience and leadership skills. I've been working as a firefighter paramedic for 2 years now. Every emergency call, I use the exact same triage and command techniques they taught me in the Marines. Last month, Mike and Lisa invited me to their daughter's wedding. Lisa walked down the aisle without any assistance. During the reception, she told everyone about the day a stranger crawled under a car to save her life. The bride's speech mentioned how grateful she was that a guardian angel had been driving on Interstate 10 that day. I still have the thank you card they sent. It's hanging on my refrigerator next to my firefighter certification.